Hello, everybody. Guess it's now my turn and my session. Let me pin my video so that you guys can see me. All right. My name is Suhu. Today, I'll be sharing with you about how to optimize your LinkedIn. Okay. Now, how many of you would like to figure out how do you optimize and create more visibility for yourself via LinkedIn? If you would like to, then quickly type in the comment box, yes. All right, we'll see how many of you want to be able to learn about LinkedIn. So a few years ago, I heard a internet guru share about the power of LinkedIn, and it made me want to get into jump into LinkedIn at that time. And this was about, I think, 5 years back. And there's not many users. So everybody was on Facebook, and everybody was talking about Facebook. But then this internet guru is this visionary internet guru. It says, go into LinkedIn. So I did. I jumped into LinkedIn. I started communicating with people, but nobody responds. Fast forward, as of last year, and in fact, 2 years back, LinkedIn started to become very popular, especially for B2B market, for people who are looking for business connection. As much as I like Facebook, as much as we like to go into Facebook, I go into Facebook a lot, right? Most people, when we go into Facebook, we are actually looking for social context, social relationship type of context. People going in to look for jokes, look for inspirational quotes, and so forth. Very rare is people in Facebook going in with this mindset of connecting and doing business. The same philosophy I carry today when people are telling me about Instagram and how powerful it can be, or even TikTok and how powerful TikTok can be. You see, the only challenge I have with TikTok and Instagram and even Facebook to a larger extent is this: you don't go into this social media with the perspective or with the intention of doing business. And because of that, when you see an advertisement, or even when you connect with a subject matter expert, when you connect with a influencer, you're actually looking out for things from the social side: how to cook, how to fix your house, how to repair your car, and things like that. But LinkedIn is unique in that it focuses primarily on business and business building. So I'm going to share with you some of the quick things that I do on LinkedIn and how you can do the same. All right. I'm going to summarize, because we have only about 30 minutes together. I'm going to summarize it all into 3 steps. All right. 3 things, not steps per se, but 3 things that you need to do. All right. Now, before I continue, I would like to firstly thank Marketing in Asia, the people who list down what they perceive to be the 100 most influential Malaysian icons on LinkedIn. And for the last 2 years, in 2019 and this year, I've been on their top 100 list, simply because I have been building my LinkedIn presence for quite some time now. So let's jump right into LinkedIn. I'm going to share with you my screen so that you can see how it looks like. All right. So when you go into LinkedIn, this is probably your homepage. You have a lot of information. It's gathered all around. Notice I'm not a premium user. I did not subscribe to the premium services. For some of you, if LinkedIn is like your core, business building tool, you might want to do that. But for me, I don't subscribe to the premium services. Well, at least not anymore. Okay. Number one, you want to go into your profile and you want to take note of a few things. Okay. So first of all, if you notice, I use a cover photo that creates some visibility for the brand I want to move. And one of the brands I want to move forward is this brand called 100 Million Lives. It's actually a movement that I am visioning to build where I want to inspire 1,000 trainers around the world to be able to impact and positively impact 1,000 other trainers, to impact 1,000 other people, to impact 1,000 other people, and ultimately we want to impact 100 million lives. So it's sort of like a MLM of sorts, a network marketing, a pyramid of sorts, right? Of trainers impacting trainers who impact other trainers. And one of the reasons why I'm on of this trainers virtual carnival today is simply because I found one very powerful and influential trainer. His name is Calvin Ng. One of the people who put together this community, and he is passionate to grow and groom the community together. And so in my 100 million lives, I love to work with people like that, right? So in my cover photo, I have my image, my branding, 100 million lives. You also, of course, see my photo. Unlike in Facebook, sometimes you see a cat photo or a photo of a flower. But in LinkedIn, please make sure it is a photo of you, okay? Now, you might notice my photo looks a lot younger, more handsome, and probably a lot slimmer than I am today. It is a very old photo, but it's still a photo of me nonetheless, all right? The second thing you'll notice on the front, and this is the most crucial part of your profile, is this part here, your name. So some people will have two conflicting thoughts about this. Some people say, you should have our actual name, our full name, rather than like mine. I have Suhu Master Trainer. And the reason why I have Suhu Master Trainer is this. Suhu is my family name. So if you go and Google just Suhu, you find all Suhus up there. All right. It's like Smith. How many Smith are there in the world? Like Lee. There are millions of Lee in the world. Suhu may not be as many as Lee's, but it's still a family name, and therefore anybody who is from the family shares the same name. So what I decided to do was to craft a little bit more specific branding for myself. Suhu Master Trainer. It tells people what I do. I train trainers. I impact other trainers. I coach them and mentor them. So therefore, I changed my position from Suhu with my name to Suhu Master Trainer. And the reason why I also do that is because ever since I was 7 years old, everybody in school and in life has been calling me Suhu. People don't call me by my name. So much so, most people don't know my name. So I needed to build a brand and an image around that, and therefore, that's what I've done with Suhu Master Trainer. Beneath that is your key. This is your golden opportunity to create as much impact as possible. What you want to do is to find all of the keywords that you want people to find you for and put them all into your summary. This is your headline here. It's like a summary of everything that you have done in a short number of words. You want to cram it all in, because when people do a search, this part of your profile gets searched the most, which means in the algorithm of LinkedIn, you'll find keywords from your headline the most. So for example, for me, I want people to find me when they search for trade. I want people to find me when they search for trainers. I want people to find me when they search for business. I want people to find me when they search for develop, training, learning and development. So I've put it all in. And that's what you want to do for yourself as well. All right. Now, beneath that, in this part is a new feature. You can put in what services you provide, as well as if you're looking for a job. For those of you who are looking for a job, you can tell recruiters that you're available for hire. Okay. Now, with your profile, you want to make sure you are always a all-star profile. What that means is you have completed all the items that's necessary in your LinkedIn, so that LinkedIn will consider you an all-star. That means all the checkboxes are ticked. You're an all-star. It creates a lot more visibility for your profile. So that's the first thing you want to do. Check your profile, make sure it is powerful. All right. Second thing you want to do is you want to go and check on what is known as your social selling index. And how do you do that? You go to work and then go sales solution. And then from the sales solution, go to resources. You see this social selling index or SSI. You're going to give it a click and get your score free. All right. So social selling index is how user friendly, search friendly, basically how attractive your profile is. Okay. I have dropped a little bit. Now I'm only top 2% of my network and top 2% of my industry. 75, score of 75 out of 100. Now, when you look at your social selling index, you will be able to see this. And what you want to do is you can go here, scroll over it, and it'll tell you how do you improve your score. I mean, show you. So to improve this score, you need to find the right people. To improve this score, you need to engage with the search capabilities of LinkedIn. Yeah, you want to be able to share a lot of engaging posts. I've not been sharing a lot of posts of late. So you want to do a lot more posts, one in every 2-3 days at least. Yeah, to keep your profile very active. Let people see you, gain a lot of visibility and traction from there. The more you post, the higher your score will be. The more engaging you are, the more people who talk to you, the more engaging your post is, the more visible your profile is going to be. Yeah. This is about establishing a personal brand. This is completing your profile, again, posting your posts. Yeah. Building the right relationship with people, finding the right people to connect with. So if you look at it, what LinkedIn is doing is creating visibility based on its 3 criteria, which is number 1, how powerful your brand is, completing your profile, creating engaging posts, getting people to communicate and talk about your posts. Yeah. And of course, number 3, connecting with the right people as well. Yeah, there's the 3 parts that LinkedIn will want you to be able to build on. Okay. Now, getting your SSI is one thing, but getting it engaged and getting it talking is something that you need to cultivate. If you leave it on its own, LinkedIn will not do a lot of dissemination of your posts. What you need to do is you need to educate your prospects, educate your friends to go into your LinkedIn profile and communicate with your posts, to engage with your posts. Now, if they purely just click on like, which a lot of people like to do, right? Just like that, like. LinkedIn sees it, but it doesn't give a lot of weight to it. What is more powerful is comments. So get your friends to comment on your post and not just hi, wow, good post, good post, good post. It doesn't add any value. It needs to be an engaging response. So they need to be talking about your post, and then you need to be replying on your post, and you have other people replying on their comments on your post, and then they reply and that becomes a conversation. Remember, it is a network. Imagine a networking conversation. So like you sit around and maybe you're at a wedding dinner, for example. You go like, hey, how's your day? I'm good. I'm great. That's not an engaging conversation. Nobody's talking over there. So what you need is for your articles, for your posts, to be able to generate conversation, right? You may even ask like, okay, what do you think? What's your opinion? And let people comment. Encourage them to comment. And the more communicative, the more comments that goes into your post, the higher your searchability becomes, the more engaging your profile becomes. Okay. Now, that's my 2 secrets. The third one requires a little bit extra. Okay. And I've selected one surprise volunteer. Now, he doesn't know about this yet, but Dr. Gobi has actually shared with you all about profiling and learning styles. So what I'm going to show you is Dr. Gobi's LinkedIn. But not just the LinkedIn itself, we're going to look at a tool, all right, that is able to predict and tell us what Dr. Gobi is all about and how we can communicate with him. So if you look over here, this tool is called Crystal, and the full name of Crystal is Crystal Knows, yeah, because trust me, Crystal knows. So this is Dr. Gobi, okay. He tends to be bold and direct in communication, favoring big picture over details, swift action over analysis. If you want to communicate with him, assert yourself, but keep it casual. He is what we call a driver with a secondary personality of an influencer. He's quick to progress. He likes quick progress. He avoids general chit chat. Yeah. If you are going to communicate with him, what comes naturally will be building and maintaining momentum, immediately projecting assertiveness and confidence, and completing projects quickly than others. Gobinath, Dr. Gobi, is motivated by quick decisions, ambitious goals, and trust me, I know Dr. Gobi, he is ambitious. He loves opportunities to advance. He's not stressed by failing to achieve. He's more stressed by deep research and analysis, and definitely stressed by overly planning. When you're speaking to Dr. Gobi, avoid being quiet and reserved. Keep conversations brief. Let them take the lead. Let Dr. Gobi take the lead. All right, when you're emailing him, keep your message focused, be concise, straight to the point, be direct but friendly in your introduction. When you're meeting him, make an effort to meet their goal. Be prepared that he'll push back a little bit. Yeah, he wants things his way a little bit. Yeah, send bulleted list of anything they need to prepare. So don't tell them grandmother and grandfather story. Just straight to the point, straight to the point, straight to the point, straight to the point. He's a driver. He's a very determined, very goal-getting type of person. When you work with him, always focus on team's overall goal. Yeah, big picture person. Yeah. So this tool allows you to see all this information, and you know what? This tool has a free trial. You get to see some of the profiles that you want to work with. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. So, Suhu, how do we get our hands on that tool? Haha, I'll be sharing that slightly before I end this webinar sharing. I'll share with you the link. You can go in and you can get the same tool. You get to use it for free. And if you want to subscribe to the tool, I think it's something like $37 or $27 US. It's very affordable for you to be able to communicate exactly what your prospect wants to hear, exactly what your clients want to hear. I think that much is invaluable and priceless. Okay. So at this juncture, I'm going to take very quickly 3 questions, only 3 questions. We'll answer them. And for the 3 most active people who ask the 3 questions that you have in your mind, I'm going to give you a mystery prize at the end of my sharing as well. All right, you will get a mystery prize, and the value of the prize is $247 US. All right, it's $247 US. And if you ask questions, the first 3 people to ask questions, you will get the mystery prize. So now I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to open the floor for questions. Okay, any questions? Woohoo! No questions? Either there's no questions or I'm not seeing the questions. Give me a quick 1 minute. Let me just go to my Facebook and let me see if the questions are lodged in Facebook itself. All right. Okay, Facebook Live. Okay, let's see. Um, I don't see any of the questions here. So how are we going to give you a price? Okay, so seems like there is no way for you to send in your questions to me at the moment. I'm not seeing any questions anywhere. So what I'm going to do is this instead, okay? I'm going to share with you my contact details, all right? And if you have questions, you can send it to my contact. Yeah. Oh, first question came in. Do you get a lot of requests for LinkedIn talks and assistance by Mr. Tan? Okay. I need to understand what you mean by LinkedIn talks and assistance. But yes, people do reach out to me to understand further how they can optimize their LinkedIn profile. I help particularly mainly trainers and startup CEOs, startup founders, how to optimize their LinkedIn account. Okay, so Mr. Tan, if you're watching this, what you need to do is to add your at the end of the my sharing, just go to my Facebook profile. I'll be sharing my Facebook profile. Go to my Facebook profile, and then I'll communicate with you on private message in my Facebook profile. All right, or rather my Facebook page. You might not find me at profile, but you'll find me in my Facebook page, and I will share with you the price. All right. Any other questions? Anyone else has a question? Okay, so I don't see any questions, so I'm going to share the last thing, okay, which is basically my contact details, how you can get in touch with me, okay. My I tell you, all the PowerPoint trainers right now will be jumping, and they probably get so upset at how amateurish I've been sharing this. Okay, so this is my contact, my Facebook page contact, Suhu Master Trainer. You can also find me in LinkedIn, Suhu Master Trainer. Yeah, and for for Mr. Tan, connect with me. I will give you the price. If anyone else has a question, first 3 people other than Mr. Tan, first 2% apart from Mr. Tan will get a prize as well. Yeah. The link below, if you see this, crys.io/s/capital K TD capital ARO. This is the link for you to be able to get the same tool that I showed just now on how I predicted Dr. Gobi. You can get the same tool and it'll be completely free of charge. Yeah, completely free of charge. Okay, so that's the end of my sharing. Now you guys are in for a great treat. Okay, as I know, one person only, and we call him the Excel Sifu. He is next up, yeah, on this learning carnival. Yeah, I think he is ready and raring to go. So Ty, are you here?
Yes, I am. Suhu, very awesome
Yes,
sharing. I didn't know the
thank
crystal
you.
really existed in LinkedIn. Now that I see,
Yeah,
wow, such a good thing. I wish I had
thank you.
crystal that I can know how to communicate with the prospect much more easier and faster.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. So I'm gonna hand the floor over to Ty. You're in for a treat with Ty. Okay, if you have questions about Excel, Ty is the guy. So Ty, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Suhu. Hey.